Hey everyone, my name is Olivia.
I'm Spin Blazak.
And in today's video, we are going to be talking about a specific type of cancer called B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia, also known as B-ALL.
Yeah, but before we get into the complexities of B-ALL, let's first talk about where cancer itself begins. Most people think it starts with a tumor, but in many cases, the story begins long before that. It all starts with DNA, which is a set of instructions inside of our cells that tell them how to grow, function, and die. Sometimes mistakes can occur in the DNA, which are called mutations. When mutations change critical parts of these instructions, cells can begin to malfunction in several ways. They may divide uncontrollably, lose their ability to perform specialized tasks, or forget how to function altogether. The development of B-ALL, which is a type of blood cancer and the focus of this video, is a direct result of these mutations. So how does B-ALL begin?
B-ALL begins in the bone marrow, which is the spongy tissue inside of our bones where new blood cells are made. The bone marrow produces several types of blood cells, like platelets, red blood cells, and white blood cells. B-ALL targets B cells, which is a type of white blood cell responsible for protecting your body against viruses and bacteria. During the B cell life cycle, immature B cells are known as lymphoblasts. In B-ALL, genetic mutations prevent these lymphoblasts from developing properly into mature B cells. Instead of maturing, they multiply uncontrollably, crowding out healthy cells and weakening the immune system. But what mutations are responsible for this cancerous growth?
Well, there are a few specific mutations that are associated with B-ALL and cause this unchecked cancerous growth. The most well-known mutation linked to B-ALL is called the Philadelphia chromosome mutation. Chromosomes are bundles of DNA and act like DNA storage containers. But when chromosomes are packaged in incorrect ways, this can cause problems for the cell. The Philadelphia chromosome forms when two sections of two different chromosomes swap places with one another. This creates a mutated gene called BCR-ABL1. And this mutated gene produces a new protein that isn't normally in cells and tells the cell to divide uncontrollably.
So now we're going to take a closer look at this protein. Normally, this protein acts like a light switch. When the light switch is turned on, the cell is instructed to divide. But when the light switch is turned off, it prevents the cell from dividing. With BCR-ABL1 gene, it creates a faulty version of this protein that is always stuck in the on position. It sends nonstop signaling telling the cells to grow and divide. As a result, the affected cells multiply rapidly, crowding out healthy cells in the bone marrow and bloodstream, which disrupts the entire blood production process.
But the Philadelphia chromosome mutation is not the only mutation that can cause this. Other mutations can pile on. For example, mutating one of these genes listed above me could stop B cells from maturing, and the combination of multiple of these mutations can make B-ALL more serious and progress faster in general.
Fortunately, doctors and scientists have identified the genetic changes that cause B-ALL and know where these mutations occur in our DNA. This understanding has led to new treatment strategies. Returning to the light switch example, where the protein is stuck in the on position, doctors can use drugs called tyrosine kinase inhibitors. Tyrosine kinase inhibitors include drugs like imatinib or dasatinib, and essentially they shut off the stuck switch and stop abnormal cell growth. For patients with multiple mutations, treatment often involves combination therapies or, in more serious cases, bone marrow transplants.
Rest assured, these treatments are working. About 90% of children with B-ALL go into remission within 5 years of diagnosis, which is pretty incredible. For adults, the remission rate is a little lower, around 40%, but it's still pretty good considering the survival rates of other cancers. But targeted therapies and early detections are improving outcomes of B-ALL every single year.
B-ALL is a serious disease, but it's one we now understand far better than we did in the past. Through research, we've identified the mutations that cause it and developed tools to fight back. Understanding where B-ALL starts and how it progresses is key to making it more manageable, more treatable, and one day, even preventable.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you learned something and feel more confident about B-ALL as a disease.
Thank you.